Good afternoon, Colorado. Good afternoon, everyone listening outside of Colorado. This is Josh with K4CO Radio. Man, it is another beautiful day here. Come on, rain. We need to be poured on. But we're not going to. We might get some rain this weekend, Sarah.
Actually. I heard that.
Yeah.
Yes.
So cross your fingers.
I am.
How are you doing?
I'm good.
Nice.
Yeah. Busy day in Colorado. 86 degrees is what I clocked it at around 2 p.m.
Ugh.
So, yeah, I would love some rain and some pouring goodness.
Yeah.
No pun intended with our future.
That's right. It's going to be a hot one.
Yes.
Just got the thumbs up from our producer, Jacob. So if you are listening on K4CORadio.com or the mobile apps or one of the many internet radio directories we are on, do know that you can switch over to see the three lovely lady faces that are in this room. Me and Eric will just kind of, we're just here for the questions, I guess.
Stop it. Two lovely male faces, too.
Oh, you're too kind. Well, do know that you can go to the K4CO Radio social media platforms, Facebook on K4CO Radio, Instagram, LinkedIn,
and YouTube.
And YouTube. That's
and
right.
I hear TikTok is...
It's coming soon.
Okay.
We are getting younger. That's
wow,
right.
I'm not getting younger.
TikTok's a young man's game, so that's why our producer's nice and young, and he kind of knows TikTok. So,
yes.
But we have some wonderful guests, and if you do have any questions or comments or anything like that, anything that we can bring up, do know that you can throw those in the comments section, or just message the station through the app, and our producer Jacob will alert me to them if it's something we want to bring up. And I'm going to leave the introduction to you, Sarah.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, of course.
Well, we've had the lovely ladies on. The two Lauras is what they're infamously known for in the community. We have Laura Graves and Laura Pringle, the co-owners of Moxy Cello. Hi, ladies.
Hi.
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 Thanks.
I want to make sure that this is mentioned too. So we've had them on before, and as you can see, we have the amazing cocktails. We're actually going to show you, well, I'm not, because I suck at it, but the Lauras will show you actually how to make a cocktail correctly. So if you want to know about all these amazing different cocktail opportunities, definitely stay tuned, and please switch over to something on social media so you can actually see, because these bottles are beautiful, so you want to see them as well.
Yeah, back in my 20s, it was basically whiskey, Coke.
And a splash of Coke.
This is just a splash.
Yeah, it's come a long way from those times.
That it has.
Yeah.
Especially Moxy Cello is nice and strong for you, and the biggest thing is less sugar.
Yes.
Which is wonderful these days. It's all about less sugar. Sugar's bad for you, Sarah.
I'm sorry. I still will eat it and drink it. So
well, the Laura's, how is business going? How's Moxy Cello as a tasting room?
Reliably busy.
Nice.
Yeah, it's business has been picking up, and I don't know, the transition for spring maybe, getting back into the taste room. So Friday's reliably pretty busy. Thursday's picking up, and Saturday can be pretty surprising as well.
Nice.
Just those 3 days, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, the taste room's open. We open at 4 every day, 8 o'clock we close on Thursday, 9 o'clock on Friday and Saturdays.
Nice. This is a great date night, a great time to take out coworkers. So you can go to moxYcello.rocks is the website. You can call them at 720-448-4463. Their tasting room is in Littleton at 9719 West Coal Mine Avenue. And definitely go check it out. It's a great way to be with fun people and not only have a wonderful drink and a great cocktail, but learn how to make cocktails too.
That's right.
It's kind of all over the board. And we get to hear about your origin story today, which is really cool. I love the beginnings of things and how it forms and transitions. Because you all started with these huge, I'm going to butcher this, barrels.
Oh, we
Mason
started
jars.
it
I started with mason jars. Mason jars, about this big.
But then they were huge.
Yeah.
And then we graduated to 25-gallon tanks.
Yeah. Man, that just sounds amazingly like a wonderful drunk time right there.
I just want to be there for like the experimentation tastings.
Thursdays.
That was the Thursdays when you
No,
invited.
Thursdays we seem to
still
do
are.
a lot of cocktail creation.
That's when you still do all your experimentations.
Even now. Yeah.
Okay. But in the apartment and everything, when you're really trying to find that perfect mix, I mean, I bet that was a lot of fun tasting.
Yeah, we have a few friends that were involved.
Right.
Because
Yeah.
it was developed during quarantine, and so we had our bubble of friends, and so they got to experience some of the different things that we
Yeah.
were doing.
We used to give them little
Nice.
cards, little scorecards, so they can take our notes and give us our feedback. You know,
I mean, doesn't the handwriting get a little sloppy towards the end?
box checks. You know. just-
Okay. Hopefully they can
Make it
still
easy.
see the box. Okay, sounds great. So speaking of the origin story, we have Eric Robbins here, who is the chef and co-owner of Uncorked Kitchen and Wine Bar.
Correct. Yes.
Awesome.
Yes. Happy
Okay.
to be here.
I just always call you Uncorked. I
yeah.
just shorten
That's,
it a
yeah.
lot.
Yes. Yes. Uncorked Kitchen Wine Bar is the full name, but yes.
Nice.
So how
Most
did
people know it
this
says Uncorked.
how did this come about? I mean, because it's been there for a little while. When did it open?
We opened in 2015. So
2015.
we just celebrated 10 years
Nice.
6 months ago.
So when did it evolve? How was Uncorked Kitchen born?
It really came out of, I mean, the short story, I can go into it for hours, but the short story is it really came out of my passion for sharing my love of food and beverages with people. I was a chef, I still am, but back before we started Uncorked, I enjoyed being in the back of the house, cooking and the camaraderie and everything along those lines, but there's just always something missing. And so the piece of cooking with people and teaching them how to cook, and basically, you know, a cooking class meets dinner parties, kind of how we advertise it or how we sell it too, became much more entertaining and much more exciting for me. And then with that, obviously, is the pairing side of it, the wine side of it, the beverage side of it, the cocktail side of it, is really kind of where the wine bar piece came in. Because I don't think you can cook and not have a good glass of wine or a good cocktail while you're cooking and then dining.
Nice.
Well, for all the listeners, I mean, it's cooking classes.
Yes, so there's two main parts of the business. We
Right.
do hands-on cooking classes or experiences, as we call them, right? And you come in and you do everything from prep to plate. So you're cutting your onion, you're mixing your vinaigrette, you're searing your steak. You know, you're doing everything. You're making a dessert, and then you're sitting, all led by one of our talented and chefs through the event. So you still have an edible meal at the end. And it's more than just edible, it's actually delicious.
Okay.
As you guys can attest to, right?
Yes.
And yeah, so you're doing all of that. And then the other aspect of the business is the wine bar. So the wine bar is more you sit down and be served and have a Moxy Cello cocktail, or wine. And so that then you just get to sit back, relax. You don't have to do any of the cooking or anything along those lines. And the best part of in the teaching kitchens is that you don't have to do any of the cleanup either.
Ooh, I
That's
love that.
true.
That's
So-
the worst part. Yeah.
I mean, it's
You're welcome. That's my job.
Well, you know, there's got to be the people in consumption too.
That's true. I can't cook. I can't make cocktails, so you know I'm happy to clean up when needed.
Yeah.
And for those that are listening, so you go to uncorkedkitchen.com. It is located at 8171 South Chester Street in Centennial. And if you don't know where this is, it's right next to the Ethan Allen building, which you absolutely cannot miss. And their phone number is 720-907-3838. That's a great number. Easy one to remember. But yeah, I want to know how you guys originally met and then said, you know what, we're going to partner together.
Yes.
We were customers first.
I don't really remember how we met.
We were just there suddenly.
It's just, yeah.
You're that good at drinks. You just don't remember.
Well, no, it's just one of those. It's just like you've just always been around.
Nice. Well, because you have a few cocktails, right? Or signature cocktail with Uncorked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So we've been doing the what is it called?
Right. I'm rooting for you, man. Come on.
The Ginger Cosmo.
Okay.
For the longest time. So we have that. We actually just switched it. We still have everything to make the Ginger Cosmo, but we're now doing an espresso martini featuring their Kona.
Oh yeah, that smells
Yeah.
so delicious.
And then we use their lemon in different drinks, and we use the orange in we have a smoked orange margarita that we use that in.
Nice.
Pretty much use the orange in place of triple sec for anything.
Okay.
For
Wise move. Wise.
for other orange flavored drinks or orange scented drinks. Wherever you need an orange liqueur, we use the orange.
That's great. You guys all over the place, essentially. Okay.
Yeah. And then we use them to cook with too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, in our classes and for the wine bar.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you guys were guests. You guys were patrons there for a while.
Yeah, just
we
customers for the
took
longest
classes. We
Had our date nights.
Sat at the
did
wine
the wine bar
bar.
thing,
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, we did. classes during quarantine.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You go and pick it
Yep.
up, and then that's the part where
The video
you
part.
miss out on. You have to do all the cleanup.
Yeah, well, you know, you couldn't go out then.
The video was, yeah.
The
you couldn't
first
go
time
out
we
then.
did one of their quarantine cooking classes, and we had the computer up and everything, and no organization whatsoever. I think we used every pan in the gall darn kitchen, you know. And then we finally get done, and we turn around, we got like an easy 90-minute cleanup, you know.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
We got
Yeah.
that feedback a lot
Yeah.
during COVID. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was just kind of one thing led to another, and you guys started not messing around, started creating these
Well,
cellos. And
There's this one cocktail you were serving just before the actual like dark time where we couldn't
dark
go
time.
out. Okay. And
The before times.
we were served something called the Honey Ginger Cosmo at your location.
Yep.
And we tasted it. I like this. As the story goes, it was tasty enough cocktail. I couldn't really taste any ginger on it, but we had a little time on our hands, so we were shopping a Total Wine, got all the parts, tasted what they were using for the ginger cello, and I'm like, nah. There's not enough ginger flavor in this. You could never add more of that liqueur to make a more ginger flavorful cocktail. So we applied what we knew from making limoncello to ginger, kind of blindly. You know, it's like how much is enough. But what we made was seriously savory and created the ginger Cosmo out of a lot of experimentation and so forth, and the ginger liqueur. And you were part of the early testing of trying all of these things, whether it was a ginger cello straight up on its own or the cocktail, and they were our first feedback of our fire little creation.
Last time I definitely tried it straight up, and ooh, those are some powerful drinks. It was the ginger orange I had to do first, right? That's kind of like
that was the gateway ginger to soften you up a little bit to get
Right.
to the full one.
right. So you guys basically started bringing this into Uncorked, and you started tasting it and giving feedback and everything. So when did this and how did this collaboration finally just kind of come together?
Yeah, I mean, it kind of just slowly evolved into, you know, a lot of feedback, a lot of trial and error. Like you would bring different. I remember at some point you had like 4 or 5 different vials or jars or whatever. They're all different levels of ginger, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, maybe or something like
And
that.
and it's like, okay, yes, and some of them like I can't really tell the difference, but you were very specific, and yes, you could tell the difference. Okay, so we can tell the difference. And you know, then obviously, I mean, this is all during when everything was shut down, and you know, we barely have anybody in the building, or you had to have 10 feet between every third person, or whatever it was.
Right.
And then it just kind of, you guys were looking for space to go, I mean, to basically upscale and to not upscale, to increase your volume, increase your production.
Right.
And so after cocktails and tasting it and just helping, I don't know how much you'd listen to us versus just doing it. But, you know, our bartenders and other staff and everything would taste everything as well and give feedback. And then it came time to needing space for production, and started doing some of that with you guys. And
You introduced, or what I remember this whole chapter was our ginger Cosmo. You wanted to put that on our menu, your cocktail menu, and to your, you know, I think it's like what you said, your first commercial validation of all of this, like 18 months of sharing. Look what we did, Mom. You know, kind of a thing. We had a commercial validation that a restaurant wanted to put one of our cocktails on a menu.
Yeah.
So then we kind of had to decide: did we just give you the recipe, or were we going to make a business out of it? And
Right.
we decided to make a business out of it, and they were nice enough to, you know, let us into their kitchen, and we made it there, and then it kind of grew from there.
Yeah, because everybody liked all the samples. Obviously, everybody likes the free samples and things. But I mean, everybody liked the product. It was a good product. So and we wanted to help out local startup to get going and do whatever we could. And yeah, it's been on there since then.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, longer than we were in operation.
Yeah.
For those that haven't eaten at Uncorked before, do you have signature dishes? Or what is your
you know, our
menu?
signature in our wine bar. So the cooking class side of it changed everything. The menus are always different. So every day is a different menu.
And when are your cooking classes?
We do, Tuesday through Sunday.
Okay.
Yeah. So it just depends
Nice.
on if we do 1 or 2 on a Tuesday or Wednesday, but majority of them are Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Okay.
And then daytime on Sunday. We do Sunday date nights as well. But our
Okay.
signature dishes in the wine bar is our charcuterie board.
Okay.
Meat and cheese, artisan meats and cheeses that we do. That's been on our menu since we opened.
Okay.
And then some of our popular classes, sushi, anything steak related.
Nice.
I mean, where we are, you throw a ball anywhere and you're gonna hit a steakhouse.
It's true. They keep coming.
They do, yes. And I'm like, oh man, another one. So steak, Italian steakhouse, our sushi classes are very popular, and then a lot of times pasta. If anything involving fresh made pasta,
Okay.
Nice.
that's another popular one.
Well, I love that you both are so involved in the community. I mean, this is the first time I've gotten to know you, because every time that I've been in your establishment, you're always so busy. It's packed full. I know you both are very involved, of course, in the South Metro Denver Chamber, very involved in the nonprofit world as well. So you guys are very involved in the community, which I greatly appreciate. I give back a lot. For your your cooking classes, do you all ever combine and do your tasting at the same time?
It has happened.
Yeah.
Yes.
It
Will
has
it
been known to
happen? What?
It has been known to happen.
Okay. Is there anything on the books coming up?
There's nothing on the books yet, but what
Okay.
we've been talking about is this fall doing another collaboration class.
Okay.
And doing I think what we talked about was doing a cocktail making and cooking class.
Yeah,
So they do the cocktails.
Right.
We do the cooking part.
that'd be an amazing date night.
Yeah.
I love it. Mixology and cooking.
Yeah.
Oh,
I know
definitely.
it.
For all of our radio audio listeners, we're with the Lauras, the owners of Moxy Cello, and Eric Robbins, executive chef and co-owner of Uncorked Kitchen and Wine Bar in Centennial. And the tasting room for Moxy Cello is in Littleton. And I'm curious, because you've mentioned it a couple times, both of you, when it comes to pairing. So, and I'm used to, you pair wine with certain foods and everything like that. But cocktails, it's hard for me. I can't do it. It's an art form. So what do you guys think about when you're pairing drinks with food? I mean, how does that really work?
I think it varies. Sometimes we'll create a cocktail to complement the food. Sometimes we create it to contrast, kind of so that you try and get the best of both worlds of your food, what you're eating, and your drink too.
Right.
Well, and for me, it's all about progression and balance. Because you don't want to start off like a cocktail or a wine, doesn't matter. You don't want to start with something super big, bold, or super sweet and heavy and viscous with something light. You want to progress into that. And then you want the balance, because you don't want either one to outbalance or outshine the other.
Right.
So you don't want your food to distract from the cocktail or the wine, and you don't want your wine to distract from the food or the...
Yeah.
Like, you don't want the wine to contrast with the food or the cocktail. Yeah.
We're with you.
Yeah.
I think the ginger would pair really nicely with sushi. To me,
Oh,
that
yeah.
just goes together
Yes,
very
definitely.
seamlessly.
Mm-hmm.
But again, I put a lot of ginger on my sushi already, so maybe it would be
Ginger
overpowering.
martini with sushi.
Yeah,
It's amazing.
exactly.
Or on hot sake.
Okay.
Ginger and hot sake.
There, okay.
Definitely.
I love the pairing. I never could do that. I'm like, which
It's a
wine
brain
would
tease.
you like
It
with
is.
this
Yeah.
steak? I'm
Yeah,
like,
it-
red? I don't know.
I always just leave it to the professionals. Just like, what should I
Yeah.
drink with this meal? Yeah, exactly. Because I love, I mean, white wine is my least favorite, but any types of cocktails and red wines and everything, I just ask what goes best with this.
Yeah.
And they usually point me the right direction. So,
That's good.
and do you guys ever, because I know you do mixing at Moxy Cello, mixology, and with this collaboration, I mean, do you teach people how to pair it, how to mix it with foods?
Well, when we were in a class the last time we were in together, we just had one cocktail everyone made. So I was, directing others how to do it, and then after that, we made other small drinks during the event while they did the cooking class, and were led through the process and that. So little interaction to begin with, and then we're just making sure everyone has a taste during the rest courses,
Okay.
the rest of the course.
Yeah, how we kind of see this one in the fall going, we just need to pick a date and promote it, of course, but is really, because what I feel is missing a lot of times in cocktail classes and things too, is that you're missing out, like, okay, yes, here's this rosemary thyme simple syrup, but how did you make that? Because people want to know how to make the things that go into the cocktail. And so
Right.
that's what we kind of want to do in our next collaboration class is, here's all this stuff. Make a shrub, make a simple syrup, make whatever it is that you need to make as part of the class. Take home some of it, whatever needs to happen, and then there's a little bit of cooking in addition to it as well.
And you all have some exciting news about the ginger cocktail, correct?
The ginger liqueur.
Ginger liqueur.
We just we entered the Denver International Spirits Competition this past March, and we were awarded 93 points, which qualified us for a gold medal. So our ginger liqueur is now even more official, I guess.
That is very
and
exciting.
validated
That is,
it's been judged by a variety of people that this is what they do, and we're impressed with our liqueur. So
That's awesome. Congratulations.
Thank you.
That was very exciting. And so next year you will submit even more.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I submit every single one of them.
Yeah.
It's very cool. How many people do you know how many people are testing all the different liqueurs?
For that particular competition, it had any kind of spirit, all the way to liqueurs, from all over the U.S., some international, and it was comprised of a 30-judge panel.
Oh, wow.
That over the month of March, tasted all these different spirits, and made notes and scored them and that sort of thing.
That just went from like what I was thinking to that's insane.
Yeah.
I was thinking this was like a Colorado local thing, and no, this is like an international 30-person panel. That's a really big deal. Has that sunk in that you're now have gold star ginger liqueur?
Well, to some degree, I'm really super grateful. I don't want to be too egotistical about this, but I really love the ginger liqueur. It's our number one seller, both with our retail customers and our wholesale partners. And to have continued validation, it's like, yes, the trend keeps going that direction.
Yeah.
So it's like, I am and I'm not. A true story, though, I told you this morning. She read the results incorrectly while looking for our name in the results. And she looked for our DBA name, Moxy Cello. And reasonable. I mean, that's how but we didn't submit it just as Moxy Cello. So the first run of look at the M's. No, Moxy Cello. She says, oh, sorry, honey, we didn't win. And that was in the morning. But later that night, she decided to go back to it to see what other local distillers may have entered into the competition and did they win? And that's when
I saw Laura Squared, and I was like, finger across the paper, and it's like, wow, damn, honey, we got gold. 93 points.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yep.
That's awesome.
So kind of
So,
gets
yeah,
a little perking your step a little bit. Yeah.
Of course. Nice. I like the Laura squared.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, the Laura's, that's awesome. So for those that are listening, it might be a little self-explanatory, but you mentioned retail and wholesale. So for those that are listening that might own a restaurant, I know they can come in and, of course, do tastings with you, but you all are in liquor stores, you're in restaurants across the board. Who are you also, of course, with Uncorked, you're partnered with restaurants. Who else are you all really looking to partner with?
We're looking to partner with restaurants or that speakeasy that has that elevated cocktail game, that they want to up that flavor profile and really revive or liven a cocktail. We like to say our tagline is elevating cocktails, because you got to start with something stronger, more vibrant, less sweet, that you can put more or less in a cocktail without making an imbalanced cocktail. So restaurants that have a real cocktail program, bartenders that are interested in really changing their cocktail game, speakeasies. We're in 3 retail locations. We're not trying to grow retail, but we'll definitely talk to a retailer who wants to have a unique local brand. And we direct all of our customers to where we're being served, whether it's in a restaurant or a retailer. They can find us in the geo tracker on our website.
Yeah, that's pretty amazing. Glad that you mentioned that. So go to moxycello.rocks. The geo tracker is amazing. I mean, you all have so many. The list just keeps going.
It's easier than scrolling.
I
Just
mean,
kind of
yeah.
put in your zip code and see where they are.
See, it is. And you're all based in Colorado, correct?
Yes.
Okay. As far, what is the most north that you go, where people can enjoy your cocktails?
Well, if you're a golfer, TPC Colorado,
Okay.
TPC in Berthoud,
Yeah.
they have some of our liqueurs up there. We'll be in Loveland later this week, looking at doing a tasting with the restaurant that we met during the Colorado Restaurant and Bar Show.
Okay.
So we're hoping that tasting will get us into that particular area. So, from there. And we have a tasting coming up at Grand Hyatt.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Met them at the Colorado Restaurant and Bar Show.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
But we're in Boulder, couple places.
Okay.
Hapa Sushi and Be Social.
Okay.
Um,
Papa Sushi's great. Sorry, you're not a sushi goer.
Not really, but I'll go with you, and then I'll just drink moxy Cello cocktails while you have your sushi. How's that?
Sounds great.
All right. And you can go to moxycello.rocks, just hover over partners, and there's where to find it. Just put in your zip code, and you can find out the closest place where you can find it, including, if you're in Centennial, Uncorked Kitchen and Wine Bar. And what's the best place for people to see all of your events at the Uncorked Kitchen?
It's on our website.
It is on your website.
Yes,
So
yes, yep.
uncorkedkitchen.com. And this collaboration, it just seems like it fits very well. I mean, how do both of your missions and values really just line up when it comes to this first collaboration that you did?
How does that work? Here's why I have no problem recommending Uncorked Kitchen. I do it all the time in our taste room. Okay, elevated experience. They care very deeply about their food. They care very deeply about their environment. They collaborate local with all the different spirits. So it's very easy to recommend Uncorked Kitchen for the experience and for the people that are there serving them or just their environment. And we took a lot of the cues from their environment when we designed ours. Okay, they do these little Bordeaux bottles. Theirs are green, ours are blue, and I'm like, that's a good idea. I'm stealing that, but I want blue. Okay, or how we treat people. We don't have any media outside of radio, sound. This music. Just same for them. We're there for the experience for the people. We're not as an entertainment location. We don't have TVs all over the place. Be with people.
Right.
And that's a concept that I think adds a lot of synergy to how we are running our business and interacting with our customers.
Yeah. I mean, and for us, it's about the experience. Everybody, you can go out to a steakhouse and be served, or you have your corporate holiday party at a golf place or wherever, Top Golf, whatever it is, type situation. But it's for us, it's really the experience and bringing people together over that. And I think that's where we overlap a lot too. And from this, you go to the tasting room, they're going to talk your ear off about everything, as much as they can about, and asking questions and answering questions and everything along those lines, which I think is missed a lot in the hospitality industry. Is, you go sit at a bar. Dive bar may be a little different story, but you go to some bars and you sit down. I mean, it's half the time the bartender doesn't want to talk to you.
Right.
Yeah.
And for us, it's the opposite. We want our staff, we want our customers, we want the interaction, and that's why we have a TV in our bar, but it's for marketing. It's promoting upcoming classes, upcoming events, things of that nature. We're not playing the Broncos game. Sorry. We're not playing, TV or anything along those lines. And, sure, we get complaints every once in a while, like, oh, why do you have the Nuggets game on? Sorry, we don't have cable.
Well, because it's a different type of experience.
Exactly.
And that's what I really like about that type of idea right there. Because, if you want a Nuggets game, you can go to a regular bar, with a bunch of sports fans, cheering, or you can have an elevated experience, like you say.
I agree. It's totally about the experience. I mean, it's the same thing for a hotel, for example. Like, there's so many different hotels, but how do they make you feel when you come in? It's the same. Like, I remember the first time I went in Uncorked, is you go upstairs, just for people who haven't been there, and it's already elevated. I like that you use that. And it's beautiful views as far as you can see. So you already are in this beautiful location that you're enjoying the Colorado scenery. And then your staff has just been always amazing. And it's a fun, electric environment, too. That's also very inviting.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I've been there at least 10 times.
Yeah.
And always your charcuterie board, it's beautifully even laid out and presented. It's the whole thing. And I agree, it's the experience, but it's the little things of how did we feel when we went to the tastings? And did we learn something? And we want people to keep coming back because of how they felt during that event.
I'm curious if there's one specific pairing that best represents your collaboration, the best drink with the best meal that you guys can think of? And I kind of want everybody to answer, and I'm going to throw it at you first,
you in the hot seat.
Eric, just because why not? Hot seat.
You know, it's not a pairing, but it's
Okay.
a nice segue.
All
And I
right.
was reminded of it just a half an hour ago when we were talking about it. But as is, well, I think we did actually pair it with a bite.
Might have.
We might have, but anyway, we were working with Denver Life for an ad, and they were doing something with mixology or cocktails or something, and wanted to involve Uncorked, and just to kind of loosely answers your question, but we wanted to highlight Moxy Cello and to help, just for whatever, just get them some press and publicity, whatever, and instead of, in the past, it's always been like myself or our bar manager or my business partner or my wife Katie that has come up with a cocktail or come up with an idea to pair with whatever it is that we're pairing for when we're asked for something like this. And he said, well, you know what, let's have one of our bartenders do it. And so we talked to one of our bartenders and said, hey, here's what the plan is. Denver Life needs a cocktail for whatever, I don't remember what that
Flask forward was
It was
the
like flask
that's right. It was
forward
for
for
après
après
ski.
ski.
Yeah, yeah. And so she, I don't know, it took about a week, played around with a bunch of different cocktail ideas, came up with a couple ideas. I think she bounced ideas off of you guys as well, and came up with a cocktail that ended up going in Denver Life's magazine. I think it did get paired with a bite.
I may have been something meat related. I don't know.
I think it
Bourbon
was
and beef. Something
it may
along
have been
that idea.
the steak bites that we do
Yeah.
in our après ski classes. Yeah. And what was the name of the cocktail?
Ginger barrel.
Ginger barrel. Yeah. But it was a lot. It was fun to see just the collaboration and the ideas come from not just me or not somebody else or not even
Right.
you guys.
Yeah.
And have someone that works with the product day in and day out, and as part of their job to come up with the cocktail for this. And I mean, she got her name's taken. She got in the magazine as and interviewed, and it was nice to see and it was a good feeling.
Yeah, still on our wall. As soon as we got the magazine, this one takes it out,
was,
puts it in a nice frame up on the wall. It's still there.
Yeah. But yeah, it was a sherry glazed steak bites, as I'm recalling, with the
Okay.
ginger barrel.
Nice. That's kind of cool, thinking outside of the box.
Yeah.
Say, you know what? Someone else try this.
Yeah.
So you
It
never
turned out
know.
really.
It's-
It was a great
It's
cocktail.
very popular in our taste room.
Okay.
Yeah, very much. It's very flavorful. It's like I say, it's a big cocktail that keeps giving all through the entire cocktail.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, part of it was that, it's like, what can you sip on the chairlift? And so it's kind of it had to be strong enough to get through the cold lips and warm you
Really
up.
warm
And
you
it'll
up.
keep you warm.
Nice.
It'll keep
I
you
love
warm.
it.
Yes.
And what about you, Laura's? Is that the collaboration that kind of sticks out when it comes to the perfect pairing example of the collaboration between you two?
I've been doing all the talking. Come on, step up.
Yeah, that's probably the one that stands out the most for me. It's nice to, since we're regular customers, to still go in and see that they've made some new craft cocktails with our spirits and enjoy those and talk with their bartenders about how they got to that point and their thoughts about playing with the different libations, and they always have recommendations on well, you should try it with this appetizer or food that they offer in the wine bar. I know we look forward to partnering again. We've been to several of the other dinners
Yep.
and that you've had with other partners, and so
Nice.
I'm curious too, because you both bartenders. I mean, you guys are the bartenders. You guys, if you go to moxycello.rocks, all your recipes are there.
Yeah.
At least the majority of your recipes are there.
Anything we've ever had in the taste room menus on our recipes.
Is all on the
It's on
website.
there, yeah.
Okay. And so at Uncorked Kitchen and Wine Bar, I mean, your bartenders also kind of make their own concoctions using Moxy Cello
Correct.
products.
Yep.
Is there kind of a drink that stands out that they made
Well, besides the ginger barrel,
Yeah.
I mean that's what I mean. I don't know that they may not have all the parts there anymore. I don't know. It all depends if they have the cinnamon simple. But you know, if we have time, maybe we'll be able to make it and
I hope
demonstrate
so.
it here today.
Yeah.
But I think I'm going to make a guess here that your new old fashioned, the smoked orange old fashioned, may have come when I asked one of their bartenders, like, hey, can you make me old fashioned? But I want you to put some of my orange jello in there. Okay? Because we make our old fashions with our orange jello.
So it was kind of a challenge.
And I
She
definitely
likes to
challenge.
do that.
She
I
loves
love
to challenge.
challenging
Wherever we
bartenders.
go, she's very inquisitive,
Yeah.
and
If it's off menu, I will tease them to see if they
tries
can make it.
to
Yeah.
Nice.
get them to
Very
that
much.
point.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah, it's fun. It's interactive. Every once in a while, I might be able to slip in. Yeah, I'm an owner of a tasting room, and that may generate more conversations.
Mhm.
I'm not saying it's always strategic. Sometimes I just want a cocktail the way I want a cocktail.
Yeah.
But sometimes I'm trying to feel out an environment to try to get an introduction for a tasting as well.
Yeah.
Okay, because visiting a place to see how an establishment works will. When we're doing our market research out in the wild to find out, well, they have a good cocktail program, and I look at what behind the bar, and I'm looking at what they're using, and I'm like, okay, I know I can elevate that cocktail.
Mm-hmm.
Or they don't have any ginger. I know I can give something new to their cocktail program.
Yeah.
So part of it is just being inquisitive and interactive with being out
Nice.
in the wild.
I think one of the things I like, Eric mentioned cooking with the liqueurs as well. And I know when we've worked with Chef Albert and when we did the class there, it was Chef Albert that was teaching the class there, and he uses the different sauces or the different liqueurs to make different sauces or marinate different things in to get that flavor, and so I kind of like how that collaboration works together.
Nice. I think the moral of the story is people need to come in and try it.
Oh, absolutely.
I think just to see it in person and have the tastings. You had mentioned that you want to get to it. I definitely want to get to this.
Yeah.
You want to do this?
Definitely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's play.
We have time.
Okay.
Yes. For all of you that can switch over, please do so on the social media. You can jump on Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, or Instagram. So, Tall Laura.
Here.
I don't like saying the opposite word though.
Tall and
I-
small.
Tall and
Small.
small.
Small. Okay.
Tall and small.
Okay.
Tall and
I'm
small.
We don't
on
usually
the
have
small.
Tall and short.
Okay.
Okay.
You know.
All right.
Okay.
Small. Great things come in small packages.
Oh,
Okay.
that's adorably cute.
Absolutely.
Okay, so explain what you're doing.
Okay, so thank you, Tegan, for creating this and putting this. It's been on our menu for a while. We use Branch and Barrel 3-way bourbon, which is absolutely delicious. I highly recommend checking out the Branch and Barrel tasting room. That's in Centennial on Jordan and Hinsdale.
I
Look them
second
up.
that motion.
Yes,
Okay.
they have a great. I mean, if you want
So
to learn about
amazing.
Colorado history as
Yeah.
well,
Yeah.
talk about taking your time and making a good bottle of whiskey.
Yeah.
I mean, I
Branch
was
and Barrel does it.
so
Yeah.
blown away.
So we
Yeah.
do three-way bourbon, our ginger cello, 2 ounces, 1 ounce. Okay, and fresh juice. You gotta do fresh. Okay, I suppose if in a pinch, you gotta do some kind of a mix. Okay, it's really better to do fresh. These recipes online, including how to make cinnamon simple. You gotta have cinnamon simple with this one as well. So 3/4 ounce lemon juice, 1 ounce of the cinnamon simple. Recipes online. So throw that on there, and by all means, do not forget the orange bitters. This is just layer after layer of flavor, and this is how we get that done. And you're ready. Okay. All right.
Good team.
So this is stirred cocktail. There's a difference between stirring and shaking. If you want to make a very silky, smooth cocktail, no broken ice in the cocktail, you're going to stir it.
Mhm.
Okay. A little bit more, that's fine. We'll go with that. There's a science to stirring. You can overstir it, you can understir it. Basically, stirring or shaking. The technique is adding water into a cocktail. To make a more boozy cocktail, stir less, shake less. But we want balanced cocktail. So it's a 30-turn stir. So
Oh wow. 30 exact turns,
Man,
everybody.
we have to do math. Okay.
Well, there was a cocktail that she just recently we talked about that she figured out it was 60 or 70
It needed
shakes.
to be a 60-turn cocktail, and I forgot the strainer. So give me that other glove. I forgot the strainer.
But yeah, it wasn't 50, it wasn't 60, it was whatever.
That is so funny.
Shake. I
So
think it was
you do
shakes,
like,
wasn't it?
so you do 24 stirs, and you're like, nope, that needs 30.
Well, yeah, we did an experiment with a Kona Manhattan, which
That's
I gotta
what it was,
tell
yeah.
you, it was so phenomenally delicious. And 30 turns was boozy. And I tasted it, I'm like, nope, can't stir that. It's too boozy because you're going to serve it neat like this, and it won't change in the glass. It'll just get more boozy as it gets warmer. So we continued to work it, and basically by the time we were happy with it, it was about a 60-turn cocktail. One of the longest turns that I do with any of the cocktails are usually 30 turns. And that 30 turns is incorporating enough water against all the booze that's in your cocktail to make something delicious. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
And you can't skip this last step, and that's getting some fresh lemon on top. And that becomes the ginger barrel. A collaboration between two establishments and two sets, well, three if you want to count Branch and Barrel.
Yeah.
Thoughtful way of putting together beautifully, locally craft cocktails in a perfect pour.
Man, that's impressive.
That
There's
looks-
no way I could do that.
No.
No.
Yes, you can. The recipe's online, including that technique.
Yeah, I told you all
Yeah.
before.
But she said math. I mean, you have to do
Right here,
math.
see the little numbers on here? You don't even need
Thank you. I told them before, I almost burned down a house from a frozen pizza.
Okay.
So, I mean, this is what you're
Stick to cocktails because you
working
can't burn
with.
it.
Exactly. There you
Right on
go.
the shot.
It's either going to be too strong or too weak.
I
So
know. Okay.
Okay, who wants to try this?
Oh, right here,
Right over
definitely.
here.
I would
Okay.
love to. Oh,
And what is this called?
It's a ginger.
Ginger barrel. Okay.
So, ginger with Branch and Barrel. They said ginger barrel.
Okay.
I'm very curious too. Just like so, with that slice of lime that you added, or I'm sorry, lemon that you added,
Lemon, the zest.
the zest.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so, I mean, how much of that really, if you didn't have that in there, how different would it taste?
Surprisingly different, because I was like, meh, at home I didn't have it, I'm going to make it. It was still very delicious.
Yeah.
But adding that little extra bit of that fresh lemon essence, those oils on the top, make it so much brighter, so much better. It does make a difference. So can you cut the corner? Yeah, you'll still have a good cocktail, but having that little bit of lemon on top really makes a difference.
Oh wow, that is really good. Talk about elevated. That is amazing.
Yeah, and it drinks beautiful the entire way. It's a cocktail that keeps on giving as it warms. It changes a little bit in the glass. You feel it back here, on your taste buds. It just from here to here. It's a wonderful cocktail.
I would highly recommend anybody listening go to Moxy Cello, go to Uncorked because this is on the Uncorked menu too, right?
it's not on the menu. No.
It's off menu.
not on the menu.
It's just on
It's
their
off
menu.
menu.
Yeah.
You'll have to tease
Yeah.
a bartender to get this one.
Yeah.
I think.
Okay.
But I guess
Yeah.
we'll have to make cinnamon simple.
Yeah, you're gonna have
'cause we
cinnamon
everything
simple on
else
demand.
already.
You might be getting some requests. Okay, you might want to consider that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, definitely their Moxy Cello testing room. 9719
Testing or
West Coal
tasting.
Mine Avenue. That's Unit E, Littleton, Colorado. Say the hours again, real quick, when the tasting room is
Right.
open.
We're open just 3 days a week. We open
Yep.
every day at 4. Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So Thursday we close at 8. Friday, Saturday we close at 9.
9.
Okay. I'm curious, what is the most fun part about your? I don't even know if it's a job. Do you consider this a job?
I don't
You
consider
just
the
get to
taste
play.
operating the taste room as work.
Yeah.
I consider
I mean,
operating the
it's
taste
just-
room as the most enjoyable part of my business model here.
Yeah. Do you just
Absolutely.
have fun all the time?
Oh no.
Oh.
That all the time. That
Most of the
includes
time.
outside of work, outside of the taste room per se. No,
Okay.
there's some parts that are a little bit more frustrating.
Okay.
Unfortunately, she has most of those roles.
I get to do those roles.
Taxes.
Yeah, all that,
Billing.
that detail paperwork stuff. I do that, but I enjoy the tasting room is fun. Watching her make cocktails, and I I take care of
Yep.
other things,
Yep.
take care of customers, and get to talk to people and enjoy that. And pretty much you can't hide in our tasting room. It's small. Everybody can see her making cocktails and just so it's real nice to interact. But if you're there and you want to have your quiet date night, you can do that too.
Mhm.
We'll, we give you your space.
Yep.
We try and read the room, but
Mhm.
we have customers that have become friends because they met, in our tasting room.
Yeah.
Because it's about people connecting and being
Mhm.
together and enjoying a cocktail.
Mhm.
Yeah.
What about Eric? What's your fun points?
I really enjoy the creating the relationships and doing these pairings and collaborations. Whether it's with you guys or whether it's, we just did a mezcal dinner recently. We have a tequila dinner coming up in May. It's May 13th. It's on our website. So the Addictivo tequila. Sorry, my plug.
You're welcome to it. You should.
But it's a 4-course paired meal with 4 different tequilas. And we have, my goal is to do one of these every other month.
Nice.
So I enjoy creating those relationships, going through the tastings, creating we're going to do this, this, and this, and then bringing in one of my chefs to create the menu. We've had Chef Camille's done them in the past. Albert's done them in the past. We've had a lot of different chefs that have done these dinners before, and to me that's where my passion is now with our business. Don't get me wrong, I still love everything else about the business, but it's definitely switched more to the beverage side and the pairing side.
Yeah.
Over the years.
Nice.
I will say we attended the mezcal dinner.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
And it was amazing.
Yeah.
The food was amazing, and learning more about the mezcal and how they paired it with the different things.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So,
And you all have an event coming up as well.
We do.
Okay.
Staying on that mezcal, track. Okay.
Yes.
Cinco de Mayo, of course, is celebrated everywhere. We're going to be celebrating on May 2nd, Saturday, and working with Chef Albert again. We're doing all-you-can-eat taco event plus 2 agave cocktails, and we do have one extra non-agave cocktail we're going to sneak in there for those who really just can't drink tequila or mezcal. It's a whiskey Rita, so it's a margarita but with bourbon. Okay, super delicious, surprisingly amazing. It's so good. But it's 2 seatings. We start open 2 to 4:30 for the first seating, and then 5 to 7:30 for the second seating. 25 seats, 25 people per seating. That way, people can be sure that they're going to get their opportunity for an all-you-can-eat taco event and have a opportunity not to be rushed or too crowded.
Gotcha. And they go to your website in order to reserve a spot, correct?
Right.
Okay. So go to moxycello.rocks, May 2nd.
Go to the events page.
Events page, thank you, to celebrate all you can eat tacos. I mean, damn, and a good cocktail. What else is there in life?
It's a good way to celebrate.
I mean, that sounds pretty amazing. And you all can serve mocktails as well,
We do.
correct?
Oh,
Okay.
absolutely. We have a good choice of mocktails.
Okay.
People who cannot indulge or choose not to or want to pace themselves in between, we have some really, I'm not going to say they're flavorful and elevated too. I'm not going to make you a meek meh, mocktail. I'm not going to do that. That's not our business model.
I have tried the mocktail when you all were here last time. Very, very good.
Mm-hmm.
And I love the coffee one that you all do as well.
Mm-hmm.
That just the smell in itself. I was like,
Mhm.
just
Yeah.
the aroma of it. You can always tell when something smells terrible. It's so true. It's like, no, it just smells too sweet. And yours is, you can tell it's fresh
Mm-hmm.
and just that robust even smell.
Mhm.
And that's when the taste comes in as
No
well.
confusing what's in the bottle.
Yeah, it's
Mhm.
it's amazing. Put a lot of love and heart into
Yeah.
what you're doing.
Yeah.
As do you.
Well, thank you.
Well, thank you. You all have pleased thousands of taste buds.
That's right. Looking forward to the collaboration. You said in fall you guys are
Yes.
planning to do
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
And so people can probably go to either website, find out that collaboration there, and
Yep.
reserve
Correct.
tickets there.
Yeah.
Perfect. And definitely, check out Saturday, May 2nd. You said there's 2 seatings
Right.
again. So you said 2 to 4:30, correct?
Right?
And
2 to
5 to
4:30 and 5
7:30.
to 7:30.
Perfect. Gosh, what's outside of that? I mean, how does 2026 summer look? It's going to be hot, very hot.
Yeah. And we're going to be very busy.
Yes.
Our farmers market starts when?
First farmers market is May 10th in the Highlands Square Farmers Market
Nice.
on
Okay.
Sundays. And then we'll be back in the mountains on Saturdays in Minturn at the Minturn Farmers Market.
Okay. Have y'all ever done anything with 5280?
We have not.
Not yet.
Okay.
Is there an invitation there?
Yes.
Are they listening?
That's
Hello?
why.
Hello?
Thank you for mentioning farmers markets. They
Yeah.
do those
Mhm.
large pop-ups all over the place, and it would be wonderful to have you all be there.
We will never turn down an opportunity to collaborate, especially something local. Absolutely.
Awesome. Okay. Sounds
Excellent.
great.
Man, thank you very much for coming in. And that is an amazing drink. Seriously, everybody, you need to go to Moxy Cello Tasting Room. Try this 9719 West Coal Mine Avenue E, and that's in Littleton. And then, of course, one thing about cooking, I want to see, you said steak, right?
Correct. Yes.
I want to know, see, I date a woman who loves soft steak you can just cut with a fork.
Like butter.
Like butter.
Like filet mignon on butter.
Yes.
You go to steakhouses, especially yours, and I'm sure you can teach someone like me how to make that.
Oh God, please
Yes.
do.
Yep. Sign up for any one of the steakhouse steak, anything with steak in the name, and you'll
Right.
learn how to cook a steak.
Can you do lobster too?
Oh yeah.
We can, yes.
Oh.
We don't have a lot of menus with lobster. I'm not gonna lie,
Right.
Okay. Oh, steak
but
great.
yeah,
Cool.
yeah.
Right.
People don't like live lobsters. As
I
much
had to
as-
dispatch a lobster once with your location.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we did
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
And you survived.
A few years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. They aren't screaming. It's just air that's
It
being
is. Yeah.
released.
Yes. Yes.
Just to let everyone know, it's not in pain. It's
Yes,
not
no.
dying this horrific
No.
death.
No. I mean, I went to culinary school in Boston, so I dispatched many a lobster in my day.
I like that it's called dispatch.
Yeah.
Okay, it's a nice way of saying.
Yeah. I
you
took
know.
it from.
I like it. Cool. Okay.
Yes,
Thank you.
yes.
We'll do I can't wait till you guys do your class. We'll definitely
Yeah.
be there for that.
Oh, you know
Very
it.
fun.
And for a steak one, I'll learn how to make the steak really, and then you'll learn how to mix a cocktail. How's that?
Come and see us. We'll teach you how to make
I-
a cocktail
All
to
right.
go with the steak.
Maybe in this class in the fall, it needs to be steak
Oh.
related.
That's all right. I have no
Yeah.
problem with
Yeah.
that
See.
We
whatsoever.
got some cocktails that'll
Yeah,
go with
we
Yeah.
got we got a couple that'll pair really nicely with that.
Yeah.
Especially going into the fall. Maybe it'll be a little chillier.
Mm-hmm.
So good steak, robust, beautiful cocktail.
Absolutely.
Sounds great.
Yeah. Thank you so much for coming in, guys. I absolutely love it. And go to their website. Again, moxycello.rocks. I love that there's a .rocks. I really wish I knew that. Yeah, .com is just boring. But, you can find Moxy Cello on k4coradio.com under partners. All their information there, links to their social media pages and platforms, and of course the address of their tasting room, 9719 West Coal Mine Avenue E in Littleton, and then uncorkedkitchen.com. It's Uncorked Kitchen and Wine Bar, and that's at 8171 South Chester Street, Suite A. You said right by Ethan Allen, right?
Yes.
Excellent. Well, look out for their collaboration coming this fall. And then, of course, go to both of their pages, events, to find out everything. If you want to learn how to cook, go to Uncorked. And if you want to learn how to mix or just taste some of the best mixes like this one, go to the Moxy Cello Tasting Room. 720-907-3838 is Uncorked Kitchen, and 720-448-4463 is Moxy Cello. Thank you very much, everybody.
Well, thank you.
Appreciate y'all.
Yeah.
Thanks,
of
Eric, for
course.
coming out to play.
Yes, thank you for
Appreciate
inviting me.
And how long
Thank
has
you.
the collaboration been? When was the first collaboration you guys did?
Oh,
That's the Ginger Cosmo.
yeah.
That was.
Yeah,
When
that
was
was
it?
the first one.
Cosmo,
Yeah.
and
Right.
that
It
was
was, yeah, because it was
August of 21.
Yeah.
Yeah, when we
It
first
definitely wasn't 2020.
started talking
No.
about it. No, it was,
We were
it
conceived
was
during
late.
the social distancing
Yeah.
thing. It
Yeah.
was 21 that, after all the sharing. And,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Somehow you thought the Ginger Cosmo would look good on your menu.
Yeah.
And we agreed.
and it did.
Yeah.
I do love
Yes.
that. It's such a good approach
Mhm.
through COVID, the dark time. I like that you called it that. Like, instead of so many people got divorced, but instead you were like, you know what? We're going to get drunk.
We're going to go.
Well, we're going to do that. We're going to make the best drinks.
Yes,
We started
yes.
our
We stumbled
business.
upon something absolutely delicious. It's,
Yes.
it's our #1 seller now, gold medal award-winning liqueur, thanks to the Denver International Spirits Competition.
That's
Yeah.
very cool.
Yeah.
And that is the
Congratulations.
best that it all
Yeah.
started with that drink, and that's the gold
It
right
is.
now. So.
Pretty awesome.
Love it. Hopefully everybody has a wonderful evening. If you did kind of catch the end tail of this interview, do know it's going to be on the K4CO radio social media platforms for at least a month. So check it out, rewind it, share it. And yeah, if you want to taste some amazing drinks, go to Moxy Cello and their website, moxycello.rocks over in Littleton. So stay tuned every single day from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. We have one solid hour of only Colorado musicians in the K4CO radio rotation, just a melting pot of all different genres. And then, of course, tonight, a all-new episode of Kind of Vague Radio, hosted by Andrew Talent and Rob Dixon. Make sure the kids are asleep because they can get a little mouthy, right, Sarah?
A little bit.
Just
yeah,
a tad.
they're amazingly funny, but very colorful language. So for sure, hide the youngins' ears.
You know it. Exactly. If you're planning next date night, watch this interview and get your mouth salivating and make a reservation. So take care, everybody, and have a wonderful